A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and here we are at it again with Why Is That 3.0, and I'm pretty sure that some people out there are going to want to ask a few more things about me at a personal level, but this one in particular, of all the questions I've gotten, I feel like is going to be something I'll have to address at some point. Full honesty and full integrity, by all means. And this exact question is, why is that you don't care about the current circumstances? Well, I suppose one thing I might want to understand at this point is, what circumstances? Are we talking about what's going on when it comes to sports? Has the last Super Bowl gone awry? Was the last World Cup won by Argentina not good enough for you guys? Is there something going on with Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and NBA? Is there another steroid scandal at MLB? Or is there a possibility that, apart from sports, there could be anything political related, like who's going to be the next guy to be up in line for candidacy at the next presidential election next November? Or maybe something else is in line. Beauty, entertainment, media, of all categories, I clearly have no idea at this point. And when people want to know about the current circumstances, I feel like that it's a combination of the many, many things that have happened in recent months. Or even in years. I mean, if anything, the combination of all the terrifying BS that we've witnessed in the past 5 years alone, I mean, this is something we'll never forget. It's history at its finest. The possibility of a potential extinction level event. Extinction at the hands of a fully new, mutated viral strain. And man, was it ugly. But in all seriousness, it's all over now. We got absolutely nothing to worry about that. Absolutely nothing at all. We cannot and should not worry about anything like that happening. Progressing to a point where it could be worse than how it was in 2021. Or maybe we won't have to have any more worrisome thoughts or any more paranoia based on the many cases that have been brought upon us about various celebrities and whatnot that have shown up here and there, shown their true colors or political affiliation or, personal life. There's just been so much that has happened right now, and it's gotten a little overwhelming. But you know what? This whole year alone, I've made a huge move with my life. I mean, Twitter is never again gonna ever be involved with me. I'm not only cutting ties with the network itself, the website, but I'm gonna absolutely make sure that there's as many people I know as possible that never even log on to it again. It is the worst website ever invented. MySpace, Facebook, which is now called Meta, and Snapchat and TikTok can all jot down a few notes, pretty much, on the worst social network ever made in history. The one site that has alone brought millions of cases, with so many people ever getting closer to certain things like politics, pedophilia, threats, violence, and terrorism. It's all over the place. But because of what Mr. Musk had done, he bought the website for $44 billion instead of buying food for lots of hungry people that summer. I mean, what is the point at this point? I'd much rather not get involved with that stuff. I am the kind of person that never will get involved with any of that. Current circumstances at this point, it's basically just what it is, We got a billionaire who now owns a well-known website, supposedly making it a whole lot different, bringing in lots of political affiliation here and there, Whereas what's going on in real life, we've got the combination of a number of things. I mean, think about it. People have been telling me about what's going on in Germany right now, but what really concerns me is the fact that there's politicians literally getting themselves involved with personal affairs that have been going on in certain parts of the country. Like, what is the meaning of this? Like, if I ever become famous, I never want to have someone like our president or our senators or our governors get involved with my work. Ever. Like, come on, man. That is not cool. To get me involved with politicians would be freaking amazing. Probably as amazing as trying to down a whole pound of congealed blood without gagging or vomiting all over the place. It's disgusting. Much like how politicians have been nowadays. It's so sickening that, I mean, no wonder why I quit Twitter. I've got no reason to be on that website. I got no business to ever put my mind and my life through any kind of jeopardy possible. I mean, I've been on the brink of suicide 3 different times in 2021 alone. I could have taken my life at a young age, 22 years old. But it's been about 2 years since that happened. All that stuff has happened. And after all the time that's passed, I've gone on to have some serious reflection, while also putting in some skepticism and doubt. And as of this March, I am never again going to allow these trigger points to make my mind and my body completely messed and twisted up. So, if we're talking current circumstances, this is the problem. It's something that I'm not going to care about ever again. So, if that's basically how it is, then I'm sure to say some people might not approve of the idea, but it doesn't matter. I never will do that stuff again. And to make sure that that won't happen, I removed myself from a large part of the grid that most people are still going onto. This grid called the social network. I've clearly made myself a much better decision with my life than most people are doing right now. It's no wonder why this world is so screwed up. So, like I said, it's overwhelming the way it is, but people don't shape up. That's how it's going to get worse. So please, do us all a favor here. Quit the social network now. It's gotta stop. We can't be feeding our money to them. We can't be giving our attention to them. And we absolutely shall never even talk about them ever again. I've had enough of their BS, their propaganda, their politics, and all of their lies. Absolutely never again. And so, I've done myself a favor, and I'm sure you will do the same thing. Anyone's gonna quit the social network, please do just that, and your life will be a million times better than it ever has been throughout the past 20 years. If we could ever get back to a point in time where social networking wasn't even real, then I bet humanity would be so much better than it ever has been. So, with that, that's all I gotta say on that part. Furthermore, I will have more questions answered, but hopefully we put out less of the personal stuff and more about other things that I do. Let's not ask about my weight or my height next time, but let's instead try other stuff. If you can find anything else, be sure to let me know. I'll have all the questions ready to go, but I can't really finish all of it without your help. I only have so many to answer right now, so with that in mind, stay tuned for the next episode of Why's That. I'll see you next time.